All right, so we are in Pequea. We parked at the boat launch here, looking out under the tracks to the Susquehanna River. We got Safe Harbor Dam way up in the distance there. I don't know when this video will air, but happy Memorial Day. Lewis is here, he's up ahead. We are both doing the, trying to complete the Conestoga Trail separately. So I skipped a big chunk here. There is, I've got my northern videos, which I'll link the playlist. There's a big 15-mile section of road walk that I haven't done yet. I don't intend to road walk it. I think I'm gonna drive it someday when I'm bored and kind of film. But this is really the first section I'm doing out of order. So we've got about 5.3 miles here along the river. 1,500 feet of elevation. It's gonna be a roller coaster up and down, so let's go. So we're starting out on Maxwell Road here, heading south, parallel to the river. Had a little bit of a climb. There's a squirrel that was in our path. Oh, another squirrel. Big nut in his mouth, a dog. There's a rabbit ahead. Lots of wildlife so far. Squirrel, dog, and rabbit.
Month or two it'll change.
Oh,
yep. Widowmaker.
Oh,
wow.
you get that?
Yeah, I did. I got it.
You can still see the wires up there moving. As we were coming down the trail here, Widowmaker fell. Huge branch right here. Fell, hit those wires like in front of us. If we were maybe 5 seconds faster, we might have gotten hit or something. That's crazy. So Bridge Valley Road here. Up here is where we usually park for Wind Cave when we come. So we'll go down here and we'll make that climb up to Wind Cave and get some of that natural air conditioning blowing out of the cave after we climb a hill. Climbing a hill is going to be a theme today. All right, so we're at Wind Cave here after a healthy climb. I'm gonna take my pack off and stand right here in the entrance. It's usually around 40 degrees in Wind Cave, and it gets its name because of this constant breeze. I can feel it on my legs right now. It's like natural air conditioning. I'm 100% soaked right now after making that climb. So I'm gonna take my pack off and stand in front of here for a while. Going down in there, there's 2,000 feet of passages in the largest tectonic cave on the East Coast, if not in North America. All right, so that entrance was down here. When you walk in the first passageway of Wind Cave, there is a skylight up to the surface, which we're going through some rocks, and that's right here. So it's dark, but that's probably about a 30-foot drop down into the cave.
Now we have to climb up.
But you can see Wind Cave is tectonic cave, so you can see how these rocks broke and slipped away and made the passageways. It's amazing that they could break and make
tectonic
all those passageways. So we're kind of in a, I don't know if this counts as Wind Cave. It's an exposed like top part, but it's the same rocks and everything. So you kind of got to make your way up through. All right, way above Wind Cave now. It's pretty awesome. This is a section that I haven't been on yet, so it's pretty good to see. So we've got rhododendron blooming early here at the end of May. All right, so we'll go through about a couple different preserve areas. We're heading into House Rock now.
Yeah, so they're doing trail maintenance.
Conestoga Trail is a About 63-mile trail. Goes through woods, farmlands, and roads through Lancaster County. I've got a lot more Conestoga Trail videos. Check them out, please. And if you like hikes like this, set to the merry sounds of chainsaws, please like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. I got a lot of good videos coming up. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're past the chainsaw, but here, Conservancy takes care of the House Rock Preserve here. So they're doing a lot of restoration here. And I say House Rock Preserve, I'm just used to it, and that sign probably needs changed, but it was renamed to the Clark Preserve recently. And I was here last week. They're doing a lot of work on it. There's some bulldozers up at the preserve and doing a lot of work there to make a handicap accessible nature trail. Here's a cool rock. Have a seat here after that climb.
Those two, and I guess we found a nice little. There's Ryan over there. Getting a picture of me. Get a little closer, but I'm gonna.
You can find Lewis up there. Lewis is up on House Rock. I went past it. I was just at House Rock the other day. I'll link that video above. But he is out there on the edge of it. So this is such a scenic bit of the Conestoga Trail. Up north, you know, you got a lot of farmland and the road walks and everything like that. But once you get down to the riverlands here, it really takes on a lot of character. So we started out in Pequea, walking through the little town, and then up past Wind Cave, which is an amazing place. Not much farther, you know, we're not even 2 miles in, and we're at the House Rock overlook. And I'll drop a little bit of video in here from my other one, so you can just see that overlook in this video. I still have it on my phone. Now we're going to head up on the Conestoga Trail, stay on those orange blazes some more. Our next big stop is going to be Tucquan Glen, and this trail is going to take us down through a lot of the awesome waterfalls, and then eventually to the Pinnacle, and then we'll be done. Another awesome hike that we did, collab hike, Brett, Cole, and I, is right along here too. Home of Colonel John Meade. I'll link that video above. That is really a video that I am like super proud of. We found the Colonel's rock shelter, but it's not too far from here that we kind of went on this old rail bed, basically a grown over trail that kind of led practically right to the shelter. But that's one of my more popular videos, and it's a really awesome one to watch. We've been climbing. We hit Brubaker Run down low. Now we're climbing up. Then we'll go down to Reed Run. And that's why this section is an absolute roller coaster. It is up, down, up, down, up, down. Basically, the land here above the river wants to be 400 feet above the river on average. The Pinnacle, about 500 feet. But it's cut by all these tributaries that go down and then back up. So there's a whole bunch of tributaries. Biggest one we're going to hit here is going to be Tucquan Glen. So here we are at another peak, and a good look at the Susquehanna, York County on the other side. So beautiful. This is just an absolute gem of a trail. Really one of the best in the area. One of the biggest butt kickers, as you can hear, but it's so rewarding with all the features here. It's really just a great stretch of trail. I love the Riverlands. Descending in the Reeds Run now, entering a particularly rocky section of the trail, and it doesn't hurt that the trail's kind of slanted down towards the river. It's really hard to keep footing in this section. So if we're down here at another tributary, and this is Reed Run, then you know the next step is that climb. Roller coaster. It's almost 11 a.m. Temperature's approaching 80 degrees. We dunked our hats in Reed Run and it's so icy cold. The water is running down my back. Nothing better, nothing better. That was great. Hey, we're climbing again.
Probably about a 30, 40 foot drop maybe. Not too bad.
Took a little stop there and ate some food. Now we're going up the stretch of the trail that my wife named the Shale Trail, because it's all this loose rock here that slips out from under you, so kind of have to be careful on this section. So we're getting close to Tucquan Glen now. We're on kind of a joint orange and white trail. This is different. These steps were never here. They have redone a lot of trails right here, I think. That was never like that.
This might be Lancaster Conservancy.
So
I don't think it's Lancaster Hiking Club. They do
the parking at Tucquan Glen has been closed down ever since the pandemic. And the area really needed time to heal. It was overhiked and everything like that. So I absolutely agree with the closure of that parking lot. You are still allowed to go in, you just have to work for it. Either park at Clark Preserve and hike in and out. It's about a 6-mile round trip maybe. Or park at the Pinnacle and go down. And that's about a 4-mile round trip. So you have to work for it, and they are tough hikes. But you can still get into Tucquan Glen, but it does, traffic is greatly reduced, which is awesome. It can get back and recover a little bit so that we have that area for years to come. Yes, so we have taken a very different approach into Tucquan Glen here. We have emerged with yellow, but none of these Pifer markings were here the last time I was here, and it's been 1.5 or 2 years. We're way farther towards the parking lot of Tucquan Glen, so we're gonna, I think, walk through way more than I thought we would. I hope we do cross over and kind of walk down the far side, because that's the best way to get close to the waterfalls. And this is new, so more stairs and railing. So even though they're keeping people out of Tucquan Glen, they're making improvements to it. No, Lewis said, you know, I hope it opens soon. The parking opens soon. I mean, I hope it doesn't. I hope they let it get back to nature. But I don't know exactly what the plan is. So if anybody knows, please comment below. A little spring here sticking out of the side of the hill that I never knew was here. Gotta say, I'm not too concerned if I do fall in, if I feel good.
I didn't think about doing that.
Graceful, like a swan. The steps taking us away from the falls. I'm used to walking down there, but they must have letting that area get back to nature, maybe. Conestoga's finally brought us down somewhat close to the falls, but not as close as before, I feel. as soon as you come out of the glen, it's basically a boulder scramble up the hill. And I think we got 2 more climbs. I think we go up and down, and then that ridge out there, that's our end game.
Okay.
Pinnacle is up on top of that.
Okay.
About 500 feet above where we're standing now.
Okay. And even when we did the...
All right, so we're leaving Tucquan Glen now.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
Finally.
All rocks here this part since we've come off the river.
Dang it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the trail.
Oh wow. Talk about a little tight squeeze here. To give you an idea. I want to do a look back.
There's been a lot of talk in our group here. Lewis, me, Walter, Brett, Cole Swanger. A lot of talk in our group about how the Mason-Dixon Trail is an absolute beast and an ass kicker and a treasure to be preserved. And we were starting to speculate that, you know, maybe it's a little rougher over there on the York County side. Well, Conestoga Trail today just said, hold my beer. This is brutal. This is brutal, but it's amazing. I haven't done this in a while, and I don't ever want to stop doing it. This is amazing. All right, so from the grotto, now it's just all climbing or below the pinnacle now. And it is just going to be a slog up there, just climbing, and this is going to be unpleasant. So one more big drink of water and then we're headed up. We're going up there. It's going to be about a 400 some foot climb. But then we're done. So what do you think? We got one more climb left in us?
Yeah, we should.
Oh, we better. We better. Nobody's coming to get us down here.
A few moments later.
There's not a spot on my body that's not soaked with sweat or aching right now. Alright, so we made it. I asked you before to like and subscribe and ring that bell. If you haven't yet, and then you witnessed 2 50-year-olds cheat death, and you're still with me, then like, subscribe, ring the bell for both of us, man. That means we're like meant to be, so please do that. Thanks for coming out, Lewis. Check him out, Simply Exploventuring. We're gonna look at this view for like 2 more minutes and then I'm gonna go pass out. Thanks for watching, we'll see you. Yeah, man. Cheers. Milkshake time. Yep. Earned it.